Hey guys, it's Drew from PowerBoat Television. We're still in the middle of stay-at-home restrictions, but on a nice day like today, it feels like boating season is just around the corner. So today, I'm getting this baby ready to get splashed with a little driveway DIY. Now, this old Nautique has so many scuff marks on it that you'd think I only dock with a blindfold on. I'm not gonna sit here and say that none of these marks are from coming in a little too hot, but we had an unfortunate boathouse incident last year that left it a little worse for wear. So today I'm gonna show you how to get your gel coat looking like almost new with some melamine foam pads, some compound and wax, and a little elbow grease.
Collinite's line of boat care products came highly recommended by a family friend, so I'm excited to put them to use on this beat up gel coat. The number 920 Fibreglass Cleaner treats oxidation and stains, while the number 925 Marine Wax gives you that shiny finish and weather defense. Before I put them both to use, I'm going to use some melamine foam or magic erasers on these bumper marks. You can see I didn't splurge for the fancy ones. I find the store brand works just as well. Before starting, I went over the gel coat with some soap and water to get rid of some dirt from winter storage and trailering. Dirt can leave scratches when you're using a buffer like I'm about to. Then I taped off 2 different square foot sections so I could see how the process works. On the right panel, I'm going hard with the magic eraser before using the Collinite products. On the left, I'm using just the cleaner and wax without the melamine or any wet sanding. The magic eraser takes some effort, but I've always found it to be pretty effective at getting rid of scuffs. If you've only got a few marks, you're in luck. I've got more than a few, so that's where the elbow grease comes in. But with some scrubbing, the wet foam does a real nice job at removing the bumper marks and scuffs on the gel coat. Deeper scratches will probably need to be refilled with gel coat. And remember, melamine is abrasive. It can break down your gel coat and it'll take off any existing wax, so it's good to seal it back up with a good compound and marine wax. But you can see here, it really works.
I've got a friend who's been ranting and raving about this Collinite number 920 Fibreglass Boat Cleaner and the number 925 Fibreglass Boat Wax. He says they work really well together. Now this Fibreglass Boat Cleaner, this number 920, is a compound. It's a medium compound, so it should be good with oxidation and some of the staining that happens to your gel coat. But compounds are abrasive, so you don't want to use them every year because they will break down your gel coat. Every 3-4 years is plenty for that, especially if you're using a heavy compound. Now what I've done is I've hit this square just with the magic eraser, and it actually looks pretty nice. I'm going to use the buffer and the number 920 Fibreglass Cleaner on this square to put them side by side to see if maybe I don't have to run the magic eraser over the whole boat.
Apply the compound with an applicator or a sponge and then immediately buff it with a wool pad. If you don't have a buffer and can't find a neighbor to borrow one from, you can do this by hand. Apply medium pressure back and forth for a square foot section at a time per the instructions on the bottle.
So after a few coats with the number 920 Fibreglass Boat Cleaner, I do really like the way that this square looks, but there's still some pesky bumper marks. So I think what I'm gonna do is buff out this one that I've already hit with the magic eraser and see what they look like side by side.
After just a couple coats of compound on that panel, the oxidation was already looking much better, so I went ahead with the wax. Apply a thin layer by hand with an applicator on the warm gel coat and then wait for it to dry. You'll know it's dry when it turns pasty on the gel coat. Try to be patient. You can run your finger through it, and if it doesn't leave streaks, it's dry. Now it's time to wax off, young grasshopper. Use a clean microfiber towel and rub the whole section, and voila!
This section of the gel coat looks as good as it's looked pretty well since we got the boat. This one still looks pretty good with just the Fibreglass Cleaner and the wax, especially next to the section where I didn't do anything. So the good news is that these products work. The bad news is now I got to do the rest of the boat. So I'm going to do that. You guys stay safe, stay healthy. We'll be back on the water before we know it.